right from the start when I decided to do these vlogs, I said I'd tell you the highs and the lows of greyhound racing, and to be quite honest, this week has definitely been a low with Paddy's injury, and also with Big Stan being rehomed. Now, I mean, I know it's a great thing for Stan to be rehomed and that, but it's still, you know, when they go, you still miss them, and it's you know, it's been a bit of a downer this week. But like I said previously, we have to bounce back. But it's not the greatest when, you know, when you get injuries and a dog leaves the kennel and that sort of thing. So, but I have to keep smiling. Really. On the upside, we've got trials for Rocky and Jack at Barr this week. Yeah, we're going to Barr to run over the 480 in trials this weekend, with a view to running open racing next week. So that's the plan for now. I'll keep you posted. Got myself a little present this week. I've bought a Breitling Greyhound stopwatch. I would imagine back in the day this was the original way of recording a racing time. It's in good working order. I'm just a little bit unsure how to work it myself. The small dial in the middle is seconds, and the outside dial, the large dial, is tenth of a second. But I'm not quite sure what the red digits are actually for. Obviously, with a small dial, it's every minute. But you know, 1, 2, 3 for 3 minutes is the length of time on the small dial, but I'm not quite sure that every 100 tenths of a second how it actually works. How to record a time? So anybody knows how to record a time properly with it, could you let me know? It'd be much appreciated, because I would like to know, you know, how to work it properly. I'm really pleased with it. I mean, it's a nice item, really. So really pleased with it. It's in good working order, but I just don't know how to use it properly. So anybody knows, can you please let me know? It'd be great. Thank you very much. Out on a morning walk. It's 5 days since Paddy did his injury, and to be honest, you wouldn't know that he'd actually picked up an injury. The swelling's going down really well. He's walking fine. He's bouncing around, to be quite honest. He's probably doing more than he should be, but to be honest, you know, that's a good thing. He's obviously on the road to recovery, which makes me feel a lot better, and obviously makes him feel better. Off to Barr tonight. We've got 2 trials. Rocky's trialing and Jack's trialing. Hopefully they'll both go well, and we can run in the opens the following week. I've arrived at Barr for Rocky's trial. I did have Jack down to trial as well, but unfortunately I've had to withdraw him through injury. When I checked him over this afternoon and was rubbing him down, I found a problem between his shoulders at the bottom of his neck. So obviously, it's only a little problem, but you know, it could only aggravate it if he runs. So we've had to leave him off tonight. So it's all down to Rocky in his trial. Hopefully he goes well and we can enter him for a maiden open next week. That's the plan anyway. We'll see how he goes, fingers crossed. Well, that was a strange trial for Rocky. I'm not quite sure what happened or what went wrong. He looked like he didn't want to go past he had the opportunity to go past, and he looked like he was lost at times. And, you know, they both looked a little bit lost on a new track, but he came out really well, and it just looked like he didn't want to go past, and he tailed off on the running. Can't quite. It's a strange one to me. Can't quite understand that. I don't think there's anything wrong with him. I just think he just got a little bit lost at times. No, he's off safe and sound. That's the main thing. We go again. We'll have to see what we do now. Lovely morning walk out with the dogs. Lovely. But it's a bit overgrown from the last time, couple of weeks, and everything seems to have overgrown a lot more than what it was. As regards to the greyhound racing, I think it's a week to forget, to be quite honest. With obviously Paddy picking up his injury and Jack also picking up an injury, has not been good. Obviously. Jack's injury is nowhere near as bad as Paddy's. I mean, I'll have to treat Jack's and he'll be off for a few weeks, hopefully only a few weeks, because I would like to run him in the seniors race. I'll certainly enter him for the seniors race on Derby final night, which would be great if he got selected for that. But it's just fingers crossed really to see whether he's going to be fit enough for either a race the week before or a trial the week before on something like that. The plan was to take him to Perry Barr yesterday, but obviously when I rubbed him down, I found that injury. That was a no-go. With regards to with regards to Rocky's run at Perry Barr last night, his trial at Perry Barr, I expected him to win the trial. He didn't run very well at all. Whether it was a new track or you question yourself whether you've done something wrong, prepared for it wrong, I don't know. It was really disappointing. The time was disappointing. The way he ran, it looked like he didn't want to go past the other dog. It could all be down to being somewhere new. I don't know. It's one of them things I'm scratching my head at, and I probably always will be. It's difficult to know whether I've done something wrong or whether he just ran or whether he's feeling something. I'm taking him anyway. I'm taking him and Jack on Tuesday to see Robert Meek. Let Robert check them over, find out whether they're okay or whatever. And probably will look to trial Rocky back at Perry Barr in a solo, just to see if he goes better in the solo next week. That's depending on whether he's all right, you know. If he's got no niggles and nothing serious, I'll take him back and ask to give him a solo, because it might have been being somewhere new. I don't know. That's greyhound racing. It's sometimes you end up scratching your head and it's difficult to know what to do next. But onwards and upwards, we keep going. On my way back from the walk now. A lovely morning, as I said previously. It's a lovely day today. We've got a few jobs around the kennels this afternoon, and then we go again. We look forward to next week. I said earlier on that I had a few jobs to do in the kennels, and the main one was obviously to change the smoke alarms. The smoke alarms that I had previously were cheap ones, and they weren't very good, to be quite honest. They weren't great at all. So what they say, buy cheap, buy twice. Unfortunately, that's what I did. But I've just changed the battery in the clock as well. That we've got a clock in both blocks. They've got the humidity and the temperature gauge on there, which we have to have for GB rules. The same with the fire extinguisher and the smoke alarm. So they're all things that you have to have in your kennels to pass the legal requirements by the GB. And I've got the same in both blocks. Same as the smaller block. We've got the same clock with the humidity and temperature gauge on. The clock's just setting itself. I just put a new battery in there. I've also just replaced the smoke alarm as in the other block, and there's the fire extinguisher there behind. The radio is on. I leave the radio on 24 hours a day in here, and we've also got the fans. Now the fans blow out quite a lot of cold air. We've got one at either end of the kennels, and because we've got the railings here in between, the air blows straight through. There's the other one there on the far wall. Just above that slightly, that's the heater for in the cold weather. And on the far side, the little black thing in the corner, that's one of the cameras. The other camera's down here. So we've got two cameras are there. So they're both connected to my iPhone. So I can see what's going on, when I'm not at home and whatever, which is great really to have that. I'm also thinking about having one outside now, just outside the kennels, just so on the runs and whatever. So that's me next little plan. But I'm glad I got these little jobs done today and out of the way. Just giving Jack a bit of a massage with a massage gun. Now this is quite powerful, really. I mean, I bought this off the internet. I mean, and I mean they are quite powerful, really. But they seem to enjoy it. They don't, they don't move around too much while you're doing it. I usually do. I don't go too mad with it. 5 minutes on the back end probably, and 5 minutes just on the shoulders. I won't be doing his shoulders today, obviously, with him having that bit of an injury. Getting him checked over by Robert Meek on Tuesday anyway, just so he'll be able to pinpoint what it is properly and how long it might be, how long the injury might be. But yeah, I mean they're quite relaxed with it with a massage gun on them. It don't seem to bother them. I think they quite enjoy it. So yeah, like I say, it's just another thing to try and help them. To relax their muscles and prepare them for racing. It's alright, isn't it, Jack? That's it for tonight, kiddo. Let's get you back in that kennel.